people of the internet, and welcome to Cookieclicker, which is very out of the ordinary for me. Because wait, I am still confused where I should look when I am talking to the audience directly. Like, if I would look into my camera, I would be looking right here, right now. Anyways, that's not my point. People who have watched this channel for a while now know that essentially most of my videos are just streams cut together and not, stuff like this. Oh, I should probably upgrade someone. So yeah, this is odd to do, because I didn't do it in a while now, but why am I here? That is a great question, me. Essentially, I have thought of some things, or thought about some things. First off, I have stuff to talk about, and I didn't really, oh wait, golden cookie. I didn't really know where else to put them, if I should just put them in a stream or something, but I think that would be, weird. But yeah, it is kind of just, just something I wanted to talk about, since, as some of you might know, who watch me more regularly, I have moved. I am no longer the Swiss resident you all know me as, or have known me as at least. I now live in Italy. And yeah, that is a big change. And aside from that, I also thought I could maybe make this into like a Q&A thing, where I can just, answer questions people might have, because I feel like I don't talk. Like, I talk a lot, but I don't talk about myself a lot. I just mostly ramble on about other things when I do recordings, which I'm trying to get better at, because it would probably be more entertaining if I did. I love how my VTuber is not... ADHD is getting the better of me. But yeah, where was I? Yeah, I think it's more better when I just, essentially talk about myself more. Because, if you just want to hear me say, oh, yo guys, let's click that cookie, then, you can get that anywhere. Actually, I guess not. I don't know how many people make Cookieclicker videos. But yeah, essentially, I'm just gonna cheat. This is like an infinite game anyways. Or, like, not really, but you know what I mean when I say that. But essentially, yeah, I thought Cookieclicker is an infinite game, and I can probably, like, talk to people like this. Like, I could just say shit. I should stop cursing. I can just start saying stuff in this episode, and then from the next episode on I can answer questions that people maybe put in this YouTube's comments or something. Which I think that might be a good idea if I make one of these like once a month. Then in like 10 years I might be done with Cookieclickers, which isn't a bad thing. And I can sometimes also just shut up and let the cookies click, like I did just now for like 10 seconds, so that if you looked at the number, it rose. But yeah, I think this might be a good idea to have like some conversation with you people, because I don't really have any way to... I mean, I have my streams, but I am notoriously terrible at reading chat messages, so I think this is like a way I can still talk to people. Because yeah, if I was better at talking while streaming and not being bad at that, then I wouldn't need this, but I think this is probably good, just so, I can talk to you people a bit, as I said earlier. But yeah, I originally planned this even more because I was not sure when I'd get my PC and everything back. and when we'd get internet, so I have already streamed like for 2 weeks now when I'm recording this, but like originally there was so much chaos. I mean, I guess you can also probably guess that there's a lot of chaos from me just taking so long to record this even. Like there's not even everything done with like the state that I'm need to do to like officially reside here, because I need a job first, and I need that first, and I need this first, and they also want that I already have the permission to stay here, and that all complicates each other. So you know, bureaucracy sucks, as I think everyone who's ever had to deal with anything can tell you. But yeah, that is my current experience as well. But yeah, essentially I just was going to give an update on that, but the audio was so terrible. Actually, I can cut to like that one video. I just cut to it me. Yeah, I think you know why I didn't like make you watch an entire video with that quality when I could, you know, get the PC actually. Because my parents were so nice to drive by, since Italy is like not... I mean, it's not close, but it's like, I don't know, a 5 or 6 hour ride for wherever we lived or wherever I lived before, so they could just drive down and stay for the weekend, and we just did stuff together here, which was nice. Since, you know, I should probably mention that I live here now because my girlfriend lives here. Probably kind of important to mention that she's like that I didn't just, I don't know, leave for no reason and was just like, okay, I am going crazy and just wandering off to Italy, bye bye family. No, it was like a planned thing for like, I mean, we have a 3-year anniversary soon, me and my girlfriend, so let's say like a year or maybe 2, 1.5 that we have planned that I move to her or that she moves to me. And yeah, now here I am. Isn't it crazy? But I am not even sure how long I should make this video as well, since like I feel like I've said my like first important few things, which is like, yo, I'm here now, and yo, I can stream, which the people who cared probably already knew. Just with a bit worse internet, I gotta say that it's like half as good, so streams sometimes lag behind a minute or something, which kinda sucks, but you know, at least I can still stream. It could have been worse. There would have been worse options here. Oh yeah, since I am already playing this, I think I should also elaborate on what Cookieclicker is, you know? I think it would be good if like I at least gave a rough explanation. So I just want to say, like, do you all know stuff like, I don't know, other idle games? I guess Cookieclicker is the #1 idle game probably, so yeah, I think Universal Paperclips maybe, if people know that still. But yeah, this is essentially that, and you just make more cookies to be more happy, because big number makes happy. That is monkey brain, you know. There is not a lot more to it. Which is also why I think this is like a great game. I can just talk to people and just not think about a single thing in my life. Just be here and vibe. I should really make a like better VTuber avatar, by the way, since like I think I have only said this on stream until now, but like, first off, very inaccurate to me, which I wanted that. I mean, I made everything of this character even. just used like free tools and stuff on Steam and other websites to like make this guy into a reality. But yeah, I don't know if I'm happy with him, though I guess I am always just asking myself that anyways, like with all of my things I make. I mean, I once wanted to keep Spinda forever as my profile picture, but then I was like, nah, that doesn't really work at all, and I should change it to something that is mine. And then I had an orange cat, and now I think about changing it to, you know, just this guy looking at the camera, pretty much, or like at the whoever scrolls past. Because, you know, as a now VTuber, I should probably kinda just advertise myself as such. Even though I don't know if I even want this to stay. I'm kinda still thinking about a lot of things like this. I didn't tell about why I got a VTuber avatar in the first place. Essentially, people have just been like, yo, your videos are kinda nice. But I can't really emphasize, or not emphasize, that just I don't vibe if I don't see a face, so I want the face. Which, it kinda sucks that this face sometimes just, you know, doesn't talk when I talk. And yeah, but yeah, I made a VTuber because of that. Because the other option would have been to, you know, stream with a face cam. But I don't really enjoy my face being everywhere because, as most people might guess, not the prettiest guy, dare I say. But like, I mean, I don't need to be. That's what this technology is for. I just need to be a funny man now. Which I'm also not, but like, I can at least attempt it now. I forgot how nice it is to just, you know, click cookie and not have to think about anything else. Like, just sitting here, letting an auto clicker click. Being able to just sit and think. Like, I play a lot of idle games, like, currently I am playing Tap Ninja, Idle Slayer, and Idle Spiral, I think it's called. And I gotta say, I never do this. Like, this doesn't make sense. I never, like, just sit and play the game, because usually when I do, I instead what you call it? I'm editing. That's the word I'm looking for. The gold cookie is right now rushing my brain to do stuff so I can't think. But yeah, I'm usually editing while I'm playing idle games. If anyone's in my Discord server and you see me playing an idle game, just assume I'm also editing. I thought about maybe putting it in there that I am editing as like a status message on, what's it called, Discord? Right. That was not hard to remember, but I couldn't anyway. But yeah, I thought about that, but I don't know, just seems kind of pretentious. You can just guess that if I'm in an idle game I am editing, or that I'm just leaving my PC running while I'm making food or something. Which is also very likely. I did that in the original recording. By the way, I told you about the original audio of the recording, but I don't think I told you about the second audio, because I had like my earbuds and just the laptop audio that I could have used as audio sources. And the laptop turned out to be the better source, because this is what the earbuds sounded like. This is audio I'm just recording so that people know what they have missed out on already, what they've spared them from. Yeah. And here's again the you know, comparison with the laptop sound.
I think this should be good, so let's... Oh yeah, I've been recording this entire time, haven't I? Welp. Good job, me.
Yeah, I think both are bad, but the laptop was better, but I think I'm glad that I got my PC now to, you know, just make actual content again. By the way, can I say how confused I am by this game? By having a sell button? I don't know who would ever use that, or if there is like any achievements you get for selling something. Like, that's the only thing I can think of on why I would even ever have that as an option in this game. But like, usually selling is not the play, right? You want more of everything so you make more money. Or am I the weird one here? But yeah, I think I'm gonna do a little bit of a time skip so we at least get a bank. Because I don't really want this to be like a 10-year thing that I can't get anywhere. Yeah, I guess I'll see you then. Until then, I forgot how funny the little news segments were, like at the top middle. Well, that's not a fun one, but the earlier one about mothers being told, wait, genetically modified chocolate controversy strikes cookie farmers. Yeah, I just don't understand what any of them mean usually. Free range farm cookies popular with today's hip youth, says specialist. Yo, we love free range farm cookies. Yeah, but I do like that they're like just basically dependent on what you got and what's going on in the game. And that it isn't just like purely chaos what they are writing there. I like that. It's a nice touch. They didn't need to do that. Like, I think a lot of games just have random messages if they have news segments like that. Like, I remember, I think, Infectionator, which was an old Flash game from back in the days, was essentially just, like, you had a news anchor every time that, like, said stuff, but you could also click on the news yourself to, like, get extra news, and then it was just, like, random world facts, like, did you know there are more cows on this earth than humans? Or stuff like that. I think that's a real fact, but I am unsure right now. Oh, by the way, if you have any game requests or, like, general ideas, like, I think, like, playing Flash games would be funny and would be interesting to show, like, people who might not have ever experienced them before. Because, you know, Flash died. But yeah, I thought about maybe doing a series like that, but I never got around to it. Which also leads me into, I have a new series I'm trying to make happen currently. Which I can't tell you how that's going because I'm right now kind of in the middle of setting everything up. I am... Damn, that's crazy rain, or is that hail? It should be rain, it's summer. Probably. Except the weather's so far off at this point. Man, I love setting myself the rule to swear less just to get more happy with the algorithm. We love this YouTube game, don't we? I wish I could just say curse words because it's so difficult for me to not. Like, oh, I am such a... You know, there's the type of people that think before they say words. I'm the type of person that says words before they think, you know? I just wanna say whatever's on my mind and then worry about the consequences afterwards. Like, if I don't like you, I'm gonna tell you very directly that I don't like you, you know? But, you know, YouTube doesn't really like that. So that's rough for someone like me. Alright, I have just changed something and I think now it should look a bit better because I feel like everything was kind of small before, but now I have made it slightly bigger. I will look if you can see it on phone well when I am done editing this and looking at it. Actually, you people can also tell me in the comments. That would be very helpful because I don't know if you have maybe older phones, maybe worse phones, maybe something else that you're watching it on that it doesn't really show on. So yeah, I would be very thankful for any feedback you guys might have. Oh, and actually we already have enough money for the bank. For 3 banks. I was so busy with the other thing I didn't even realize that. Yeah, but with that I think I have gotten at least the basics I wanted. Not the basics, I got through everything I wanted. I am so bad at speaking without a script and without anyone to bounce off of. Shoutouts to Dave, who I always stream with. He's the GOAT. He the GOAT for real, for real. But yeah, essentially, I just want to say goodbye, people of the internet. I hope you have a nice day, and I hope I see you in the next video like this, or any other of my stream edits, or whatever other things I might bring out. I mean, I do kind of just do whatever I feel like, and when I have the time, so yeah. Whenever I have the time, so yeah. Bye-bye!